Oh, good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. Maybe I have a little bit of morning voice because it's very early. Good morning, hello, good day, good morning. How are we today? I feel like I want to use this as well today. Hello, Dopey, hello, Ab. How are you guys all doing today? Feel like I want to do this. So let's go ahead, spend a 10k and a little bit of that. And I also want to use XP potion, and I might as well use the clover as well. I'm not sure, but it's just because I don't have many, but just never get around to using them. XP potion is because it's double XP week and still XP day technically, even though it's technically Sunday as of right now. So yeah, just making sure that we also have, yeah, they do still have it. So yeah, good morning. For the early birds that are out, like me, sort of early. So yeah, so we're just gonna go ahead and go start farming. So we won't get to reset, but that's okay because I need to record some in-game footage. Just me playing video Trove. Did I sell the frags? Actually, I did not, no. But thank you for reminding me. Where are they at? Oh, they're under the thingy here, right? They are. Only 1,400. Well, that is cool. Let's see how many. 18. We'll sell it for 70. That's 24,000. That's cool. That is cool. We also need to sell some few other things and whatnot, but yeah, we won't get to reset today because I'm starting so early, and now that Trove is resetting an hour later because it's summertime. Yeah, it is all great. Oh, well, thank you for defeating those. I think I'm gonna go over to the Neon City biome over here. I will take this dungeon here because it's just so open. But yeah, it's all about just getting every single thing done. When I say every single, I just mean all the tomes done and stuff like that. But there's good experience today, and I forgot to use the XP potion. It's like, why? There we go. So yeah, I don't really have extra loot thing, so the extra magic find I do have is not that crazy. We're rocking 6,780 magic find, so that's not too much. But yeah, you can sort of put 100 extra on that and then double it with 2 if I had patron. Why do I need shadow gear? I don't need shadow gear. I just it's just good flux. Sort of, if I was really to be efficient, I don't pick this up, but when you are farming U9, for example, this is more about farming U10 and or U topside, I mean. Because U topside, you're kind of reliant on the outposts, but just going here, it's not that hard. That's there's a place right there I can loot collect, for example, so why not fill up the inventory? If you don't have a full inventory, you should really go into the loot filter thing and only pick up shadow and higher. Also because shadow do also, if you get a shadow 5, for example, you do those, I can't remember which ones you get, but like you get pentasouls, for example, pentasouls, and those you can sell as well or upgrade your gear, but it's only used to upgrade shadow stuff, so you're probably over that. So it's just a flux thing. Hey, what's up, Nugget? How you doing? There's a loot filter system. Yeah, there is. If you go into settings, it's all for everyone. It's actually also for consoles. If you go into settings, you go down to miscellaneous. It's the last one down here. You go into, there's minimum rarity of loot all. So when it says loot all, that's when you hold down your loot button. So basically, let me see if I can get some loot. Is there possible? Will he get loot? Follow in the next episode of loot. Let me find it. A dungeon. There's some medieval highlands over here. That's why I saw that. Okay, so here we go. Get me some loot. Not many people know this. I don't know why this is not like a more common thing. But okay, so now you have a bunch of items on the ground, right? And you can go ahead and to loot it, I use the E button, right? I use my E button. I just click like this one, then I can pick up one item. You see I picked up one item. But if I hold down the E button, you can see all the items get sucked in, and that's the loot all button. So you can go ahead, even though if you like set this to shadow or something like that, I would not recommend going higher, or I don't know if you go higher, but at least shadow, radiant, stellar, and crystal. Like put it at shadow. Don't put it like radiant or crystal or stellar, depending on, of course, what you want. But still, like it's, you don't get that many items. But the loot all button, if you put it to shadow, it will only pick up shadow and then higher or whatever you set it to, of course. But the thing is, do keep in mind if you put your loot filter. Again, you can pick up items individually. You can pick them up individually, but some pinatas, for example, right? Some pinatas, like the starlight one you get from this one, right? Do drop styles. They do drop some styles. You can, you can get like a little bit of mastery for, like 1 mastery point or something like that. But if you set your rarity, if you set this loot filter to shadow, right? And somebody throws a bunch of pinatas, they can also be other pinatas. Those will not be picked up by the loot. You can still pick them up individually, but if you can't really see them on the ground, usually I just hold down the E button. So if you have to remember to put it back on common, because if you don't put it at common, you cannot loot all the things, all the styles you get from the pinatas. So just keep that in mind. So that's why I've always, because I'm probably gonna forget and miss out on some styles, so I just put it at common. And then I pick all the items always, and yeah, sure. It also depends on what you do, but yeah, just keep that in mind, because it can, if you're like, oh, I didn't get any of the styles. Why do I never get any styles from pinatas? Why don't I have those styles? It's probably because you set it to shadow or higher. But I understand doing it if you, like I said, don't have a full inventory. See, I've only looted half my inventory. I still have, over 100 spots, right? And so again, it depends on how crazy efficient you want to be again. Like, so it's mostly just that. Oh yeah, different keybinds. I could see that though. That would actually be pretty cool that you could have. Because I usually don't use like the F1 button, for example, F2 button. That could be different, set up for different loot. So if you hit like, let's say the F1 button, that would be common and above, and then F2, for example, would be shadow and above. I could sort of actually sort of want to use that for sure. Yeah, and like Nugget says, like if you are farming, but just keep that in mind, because it can be kind of annoying if you miss out on something because you set it to shadow. Just keep that in mind. I just wanted to let people know. Just wanted to let people know. Yeah. Because the mounts do not have a rarity, but the styles do have a rarity. The weapons and such, weapon styles from pinatas, they do have a rarity, and that's common. So it's also because I can't just like, if you could set it to shadow and it would still pick up and it would still pick up, what's it called? What are they called? Those thingies, like styles and stuff. Then yeah, just put it at shadow. Why put it lower? Because like most of these items only give 5 flux, right? But then on the other hand, it really depends on a lot of things. Like if you are farming, like I said, a geo topside, if you're farming geo topside, you're very reliant on the outposts that's around, you know. But if you're farming like I'm doing, just farming U9 because I don't want, I don't want crystal items. You can see there is a, for example, a place to loot collect right here, for example, right? There's a bunch of places. There's one over there as well. So I would say if you're farming U9 and you have like 150 spots, why not pick up those extra items? Sure, you have to loot collect a little bit more, but again, I don't know. It's also about like, I don't know, like if you miss 5 flux, that's 5 flux less you got, but sure. It also kind of depends. I would say when I just farm my star bar, for example, the days where I just farm my star bar, which is most days where I just do my star bar just to play a little bit every day and stuff like that. Usually what happens is that when my star bar is filled up, it sort of fits with a full inventory anyway. So even going like that, so you know. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? It's like Hawk. All right, I see you, man. See you, buddy. Or I see you, lag, I guess. Okay, we're gonna skip the day drop thingies until for now, and then go down to here and just do all these down here, and then we'll see if I can do some of these down here. Yeah, yeah, crystal or shadow 5 give that, yeah. It could also be cool if you could set the loot filter to like a shadow level, at a shadow level, like if you could set it to, you know, but then on the other hand, I guess if a shadow item, if you're using what I'm using, which is sort of not really necessary, to be honest. I have a mod that shows me like if it's a crystal item or a stellar item and stuff like that drops, which doesn't really matter because I sort of just pick everything up. I mostly use it if I was to miss out on a stellar item. If it's a shadow item, I usually, you know, depending on how it is, I might go back for it, but mostly I don't go back for it if it's just only a shadow. But if it's a, you know, a radiant or stellar, I definitely go back for it no matter what. And sometimes you know, you can sort of, especially if you play the Tomb Raiser. If you play the Tomb Raiser, I feel like, you know, your minions sort of just hit everything, right? So they, at least when I you know, played a little bit, it seemed like, you know, sometimes I would miss out on an item because they just randomly killed something. Let me see. Also, do C4 upgrading cost increased a lot from C4 since I knew? Yeah. The upgrading cost increases very rapidly. As far as I remember, and I don't, but I can look that up because, of course, I can't really remember exactly the numbers. Let me see here. Let me see. That is not that. Is it here? I don't know if it's this one. Let me click this. Yeah, it's here. Okay. So for you know, a crystal 4 item, you are going to need 1,000 crystalline cores. You need 2,875, so almost 3,000 of the forge, Forge is of course the let me go down here bottom here. Forge is of course these fragments. You get it from, you know, there's a tome for it, but it's just from, you know, grinding crystalline gear, like crystal gear, and then you need 10,000 nitro, the ore, you know, that's gonna be 10,000. So that's the total cost. But again, they made it so you can't, if you didn't know, upgrade from, which is sort of, I feel like you should be able to. I wish that you could upgrade Crystal 3, well I have 4, Crystal 3 to 4, but you had to pay a lot for it, you know? Like say you had to pay, actually like the total cost of the previous tier or something like that, the total cost, like if you wanted to, let's say, upgrade a, you know, a Crystal 3 item to 4, if you want to fully upgrade a Crystal 3 item, right, it's going to cost you 375 crystalline cores, 650 forge fragments, and then 5,000 nitro. Like that's all the way to 5. And then I wish you could just pay the same amount, like the total cost for upgrading to the next tier. Like you would basically to upgrade it to 4, to like level 0 there, you know, basically pay the full cost again or something. I think that would be great, but I understand. Maybe it could be something they introduced when they introduced a new tier. Like if we got Crystal 5, there was like they opened the opportunity for people to upgrade from. I really don't want to do that much. Well, I guess we can just go down. Like the opportunity to upgrade from 3 to 4, so you didn't have to do delve to do so, or something like that. Oh, yeah. Did they talk about Trove on the? Did they talk about Trove on the fractured stream? No. Okay. That's weird. Yeah, they did a fractured stream. The new that top down, whatever they call it, like I don't know what you called it, but the top down thing. The other day. I didn't tune into that one. I'm not sure it's gonna be a game I'm gonna play. Not that it's bad or anything like that. It's just that I don't know. I'll give it a shot when it comes out, like completely or something like that. I did play it, but the alpha or something like that, and sure, I guess you can't really base your opinion on the alpha, but I don't know. I'll definitely give it a shot. I think that's fine. Also, if you find, you know, peaceful areas, you know, you're guaranteed to get yourself some this. Your crystalline 100. Oh yeah. No, it's a bit much. And I just want to keep in mind, Dopey, that when Crystal 5, if Crystal 5 comes out, it's probably going to be more. If you look at, if I go down here, I have prepared myself. I have about 6,887 crystalline cores. But it's also, and I have not done like 5-star dungeons for a while now, because like I have all this cosmic stardust that I just like, it just gets. But getting the tome produces you 50 crystalline cores a week, which is pretty nice. That is pretty nice. And you're not even doing, like, you don't even have to do, the content. That's why I love tomes, that basically you can do any content you want, but you're still sort of doing the content. Yes, you're doing it very slowly compared to if you did like, 5-star dungeons like all day and stuff, you would get probably more. But yeah. And if you want to get a lot of crystalline cores, The method is to do 3 5-star dungeons a week. It doesn't have to be in U10. It doesn't have to be in U9. It doesn't have to be in then it have to be in U8. But what I mean is that it gives you the same. So the first dungeon you do, the first 5-star dungeon you do, in a good time. That means like a time where it's basically a golden time. Which is not that hard to do, basically, in U8, I would say. Like, again, you don't have to do it in U10, for example. If you want to do in U10, you can do it in U10, but it doesn't really matter if you're just looking for the crystalline cores. But you could get 8 crystalline cores for doing the first 5-star dungeon in a day, basically. If you do it in a good time, that's what I mean. If you do it in a silver time, as it says, you'll get 3 crystalline cores. And then you can do that one more time. If you do that one more time, you get also 3 crystalline cores, which means that you got, how many? 14 crystalline cores. So you can make 14 crystalline, guaranteed every single day, 14. And then you say, well, 14 is not that much when I need 1,000, but it really, comes up there or goes up there when you do it every single day. Like, let's say you do it for 10 days, that's 140, and it's, still 10 days is, but you can keep going and get the lesser crystal, the caches, right? You can get the boxes that also has crystalline cores in them. So you can just keep going, but, I'm just saying, depending on how much you want to play, doing 3 5-star dungeons is is really, really nice or really good to do. So yeah. Yeah, it's daily. It's daily. It's every day. You can get those 15 cores. Oh, I don't use bombs. Because, I have bad experiences with bombs. No, sometimes people are just like overusing them. I feel like they suddenly, just bomb their stuff away, and so there's a different reason. There's many reasons. Like I said, sometimes it's just not necessary. Like some dungeons do not need it. Some is. But the thing is, you also have to keep in mind that bombs do cost resources. So if you use all your resources on bombs, you don't have those resources. So it's not like resource free. It does come with a little cost. And yes, bombs are not that expensive, but just, if you use, let's say, 4,000 bombs, and of course you make that stuff back, but of course I didn't spend any resources on any bombs because I just ran the dungeon. And sometimes, actually, if you see, sometimes I'm faster than other people. Like if I do the dungeon normally, sometimes I'm actually faster than people that uses bombs, and sometimes I'm slower. It really depends on how good you are at your bombs as well. You do have to be more efficient with your bombs. So it's a win or lose thing, but again, it's probably more efficient to use bombs. It is really up to the person itself. It is not really like a use bombs is the best way, I would say. And some dungeons, for example, this one, I could have used my laser if I wanted to. Like I could just have, spend that, and I could have gone into it. I didn't even need a bomb. Just jump in like that. Yeah, that is pretty cheap, but then again, those 500 Venturine, you can use that for a lot of other things, like dragons. You can even sell it. Some people want to buy the Venturine or the club it, so yeah. It It's really just up to the person itself. $10 hours? Damn, okay. That is a lot of hours farming. But you can, of course, keep farming a U5, or not a U5, but 5-star dungeons, that's what I mean. Because you do get the bronze rewards, and those still can also, like, sort of... I think they can drop those lesser caches there you get from the what's it called, dungeons thingies, for the 5 stars. You can get those, you can get between 1 and 5 cores, I think. I think the rare drop is 5, but I know they're guaranteed to get you 1 at least, so. Usually, I've seen mostly just 1. But at least when I did it. So yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mostly just have the boss radar mod on because, like, sometimes they introduce new dungeons and I don't know, of course, where the boss is, so it just helps sort of just to run it, but yeah. And when I say I have bad experiences with bombs, it's just mostly because people sometimes bomb the dungeons like too much, for example. And when I say they bomb it too much, especially in the air worlds up here, in the air worlds here, so there's basically sometimes the dungeons are like there's no ground beneath the dungeons and they are at the bottom. So when they bomb and they go through the dungeon, they sometimes hit the floor where the the chest is, and then the chest basically goes into the void. So yeah, and that's just like, okay, you basically spend time trying to get yourself through the dungeon or get into the dungeon, but you basically lost everything you were trying to do, which was getting the gem boxes. It was cool if the chest hit the void and then it would just explode, or and then you could just go ahead and get the loot anyways. Of course, you would probably didn't like it. When I say the loot, of course, I don't mean the actually like the items, but just like the things that usually you can't just automatically get, like the boxes and stuff. Yeah, it do. And it just annoyed me very much when I was trying to power up back in the day. It just annoyed me that people did the bombs. So I sort of just decided not to. And I've just, been playing this game for such a long time, so I know like every layout of, well, I'm not gonna say, oh, I know every layout, but I know most of the layouts, at least the ones, the dungeons that I, come on, is it here? No, it's not here. It's on this side then. Like most of the layouts of all the dungeons, which then, okay, I'm still not far down enough. There we go. So there's some dungeons that I do know the layout, but I do not usually do them because sometimes I just feel like there's too much like they're too little efficient to do, for example. If that makes any sense. Hey, Riptide, what's up, man? How you doing? We are, well, I'm good. I'm great. I'm amazing. Just streaming a little bit here. Just having a good time. Hanging out with you guys. If you are on the Discord, you saw me posting yesterday that I was in Copenhagen yesterday. Well, also Friday. I went Friday at the in the afternoon. I went with my family. We took the train to Copenhagen, and we visited, which was really weird. We visited or we stayed at the Tivoli hotel because we went to Tivoli, and we had like a package deal where we had the night stay at the hotel, breakfast, and then entrance to Tivoli, and then the trip, I don't know, tour pass. Like it's basically where you can try everything. And we we then went the day after. That's also with breakfast. And then we went to Tivoli yesterday. So yeah, it was really nice. It was weird too though, because, and I'm not saying the hotels it was an issue or anything like that. The hotel was fine. It was great, but I don't know if it was expensive or cheap because I never go to Copenhagen. Like, I don't know if the hotel, but it was sort of a little bit posh, you know. It was a little bit fancy. But I don't know if that was because there was apparently there was something called Danish beauty awards at the hotel. Like there was some famous people and stuff. I didn't know them because it's like all in beauty stuff and whatnot. But my sisters knew, and like they were like, "Oh, this is this person and this person." It's like, okay, I don't know. Sort of the Kardashians of Denmark, I guess they were, or something like that. I don't know, but I was like, I don't know who these people are. They just look very fancy, and I just assumed there was fancy people there because there's like a award show, so it's like sort of like, I guess that's something. But it was. I don't know if the hotel was more fancy than usually, but yeah, I don't know. It was cool. And then I feel like we have two places here in Denmark. It to me, and maybe it's just me that like overly think it. I don't know, but it just seemed like Tivoli, right? It just seems like more fancy than the hill. I don't know if it's called the hill or whatever. It's called Bakken. Basically, it's just the carnival. The other one, a more like carnival sort of style, but just more like in the style of being permanent. Not Tivoli, but the other one. I went to that. I think we went that this summer, and it was cool. It was all great and stuff, but it is very two different vibes for sure. The other, I feel like Tivoli is like more fancy. I feel like there was more people just like, I don't know. They just seem more fancy to me. I saw a lot of people though. I saw a lot of being on dates. I feel like there was a lot of like a couple. I wouldn't say couples. I guess they're not really couples yet, but they're like dating. But it just seemed like if a boy, to me, I'm just assuming here, if I see a boy and a girl, or a man and a woman together, walking inside, Tivoli or something like that, I feel like they're on a date. If they're like, well, not holding hands. If they're holding hands, of course they're together. But I'm just saying, like, I'm just gonna assume that they are. Well, they're younger. I just assume that they are on a date or something like that. I feel like it's a good dating place to go there because there's like a lot of things to see, and if you want to try something, you can try something together and have those experiences together. I feel like it's a good place to do so. Like there's also food and stuff like that. You can like get all those different things. Oh yeah. The fifth tab was something we got for free. I don't know. I don't remember why we got it for free. I don't know why we got it for free. We've had it for free for a long time. I just don't know why it. I think it's just decoded that the tab is free. But I don't know. It is so for every new account. So I guess that is something. We should go probably this way because we're sort of going out. Two crafting recipes? Maybe. It could be. Oh, had to be swapped. Are they swapped or not swapped? Oh, I forgot to loot. What are you saying in the gardening tab? Oh, I don't really. Then I should. Well, I can't. I don't think I can. I don't think I have any. I think I do have gardening. Sorry. I think I have gardening. Yeah, I do. Oh no. There we go. Did you say in the Botania? Okay, so sunlight bulbs. To make golden souls, you need sunlight bulbs. Oh. Isn't that correct though? I think that's how it's intended. It would be weird if it was swapped around. If you needed like, if you needed, you know, golden souls to make golden souls, and then you needed sunlight bulbs to make sunlight bulbs. That would be weird because you want sunlight bulbs. Of course, if you had sunlight bulbs, you don't want more sunlight bulbs, and you want the other wing, right? I don't know if it's in, like how it's supposed to be, but I guess that's how it is. Souls to make souls. It could work in a way, you know, if you like if you plant a tomato, for example, to get more tomatoes, right? You plant tomatoes. That would actually make I can't click things. That would actually sort of make sense, but I guess in Trove it wouldn't make that much sense because you don't really put seeds in like technically in the ground, but it both makes sense and not sense, I guess. Because if, like I said, with the tomato thing, like in real life, if you put a tomato seed down, it's sort of like putting down like I would say some sort of other seed that is not tomato and then expecting tomatoes, right? But yeah. How to farm the Templars? Not really, actually. I was wondering the same thing. I was wondering what these things are. Okay, so I don't think I have a harvesting station here. I have a compost thingy. Okay. So it says in quality a herb and superior. Okay, I guess I can. It makes a lot more sense if I just jump into the world here. Yeah, I feel like it would make sense like that. Really depends on the ratios and stuff, I guess. All right, so because we need the harvesting station. Okay, so these are the compost thingies. So when you loot collect, all right. So the way that this works is that when you loot collect something, like for example, you know, this thing, you get all these things here. I can't hover it. Can I click it like that? No, I can't. Okay. But you get these this organic material. This one, this organic refuse, and depending on the rarity of the items you are doing, mostly you get this organic thing, but you can get the quality as well if that's more rare. And you get these, this is the regular one, and basically just opening, like sort of opening boxes. This is where you get your, that compost, concentrated compost, and you get it to, that's the one you need to, you know, get that. You basically have these different things and stuff like that. And how you get the other ones, the ones we were talking about, that's the vegetable sink. About these, this is like, you can say it's inside quality compost herb or superior. So these are the not the regular ones, but not this one, but the quality or the superior. So and these get from different, you know, valuable plants. For example, alchemy plants, like different things. I don't know if it's gonna be any in these. Like this one, this one actually. See, this is different than this one. So these bottles are only gonna give me the lowest quality, but this is gonna be a little bit better. I don't know if I have any. This is gonna also give me the regular ones. So yeah, I don't think I have any superior or would that be quality? The superior organic refuge, basically. But this is all the three qualities you can get. You just get more compost in these. Like this gradually give you more and more compost. So this gives you, like, I don't know, 3 to 4 or something. I don't know, and this will give you more, and this will give you more. That's the only difference there is to it. But there's also some other goodies in here, as it says, other goodies that you can't get in this one, basically. So yeah, that's how you get them. So the best way to farm it is just to farm basically all of these things here, and then you know, craft them up. Basically make seeds, plant them down, take the things you get, like for example the Bunfest feed, or the corn on the cob. It can be cabbage, the tomatoes thingies, the eggplant, unicorn stuff and whatnot. Because then you get the quality. Then you get the quality compost, and that's where you start. There's a chance that you will get the moonlit temper. So yeah, that's how you get them. That's a very complicated way to get around it, but it is possible to do. But it's a progress, or it's a. Oh, that's not where I put it. It is a process. I mean, or at least it can be. Oh, it got sold as well. So a way to farm it is just to do the whole gardening thing. Want to check all the circuits. Oh, these have really gone up in price. The matrices. These I got from the tomes, by the way, if you're wondering why am I selling these. There's 3 tomes you can make. There is this one gives you 5 a week, and this gives you 5 a week, and this gives you 5 a week when you basically reset, yeah, like I said, a week. So that's what I sell every week, for example. I need to jump right here and then open this, boop, get myself a loop for that one. Okay, there you go. And we're back to the U9. There we go. Yeah. Allies, yeah, they give 2 to 3 loop. Yeah, that's very nice. What do we got here? All right, that's cool. Let's just go this way. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. It is sort of a little bit of a flux sync getting gardening. But then again, it can be like, why do you need gardening? Well, gardening gives you mastery, so that's why I love professions. I feel like I really like professions because it's a steady like progression, like progress progression through mastery and stuff like that. It's sort of like what's it called, the thing, leveling. Like I love leveling as well because you can sort of, because some of the stuff in Trove is very RNG, like when are you gonna get this mount or this ally or whatever, right? That's sort of random, right? So I like leveling and I like progressing through batches and stuff like that. Oh my god, I can't hit the thing. So yeah. Professions as well, as I said, because you can sort of follow the progression that you're doing instead of obtaining some sort of mount or whatever, right? It's this like what mount am I maybe gonna get today? Of course you can like do the specific delve that gives or drops that mount, but it's not guaranteed. Where if you farm sunlight bulbs, for example, you know how many you need to sell to get to the, basically if you follow, I have a gardening guide where it tells you exactly how many you need to farm of the sunlight bulbs and the other things to progress to the next tier, because every time you craft something in your profession, which is really nice, there's no randomness to the professions. There is some to the like how many things you are going to get out of it, but exactly every time you hit that craft button you are going to get a level, for example. So that's really nice. It's not like RNG where you just says, oh yeah, maybe you're gonna get a level, maybe you won't. And I couldn't make a guide on it because it would be too random. Oh, and his banners. Yeah. Well, that's also super in-game things. Like, I don't feel like you are supposed to get those in Trove. Like, I feel like the sort of amount of mastery that I have, for example, the where I am, it's very individually how you feel you completed Trove. I feel like I've completed Trove at the moment in where I am. For example, if you talk about Trove mastery, I'm about 1,000, like 1,000 plus. I feel like you've completed Trove. The same thing if you're top 2,000 of Dude, because Dude is a little bit weird. It's not very much mastery to gain in there, so there's a lot of competition in Dude mastery. And the total mastery, again, if you're above 1,000, I feel like you completed Trove as well. Same thing with total power rank. If you're like top 1,000, I would say, or maybe 1,000 is a little bit much, but I feel like I've completed Trove. There's a few things I could technically should have done or should do. Well, I think there's just one thing I might consider. I need to go into favorite things and then go here. There's a few things I should have. I should do the last of the Dreadnought, which is not much, and then maybe I should also do the public ones, because that's not impossible to do either. This one is not impossible to do either. Leviathans, sure, maybe, but as long as you have a permatorch, it doesn't really matter. And then of course there's the fishing one, which I should also sort of do, but fishing is just boring, and it's just so many fishing you need to do. These are not crazy amount, but it's just I should if I completed those batches, I would definitely define myself as done with Trove. I think I might also just, if I just hold off on doing them, you know, sort of doesn't mean I'm done with Trove. I don't know. Yeah, it's not, gardening is not that hard. I'm just very excited to see, I'm very excited to see what we are going to get with rune crafting. Since now we have, every other profession is 300, you know, ring crafting is 300, gardening is 300, so now we just need rune crafting. Rune crafting is the last profession we need to go to 300, so it's going to be very exciting to see what they are going to do with that. What are we, like, because you could sort of say with gardening is pretty easy to define what is going to be like the next step. Like if we get like profession to 400 at some point in the future, right? Then we know what's gonna happen with gardening. It's just gonna be more gardening, right? It's gonna be more plants and stuff like that. They might change how you obtain it all and all that stuff, of course, but we know it's gonna be something with plants, right? It's not really gonna be like, oh yeah, we implemented gear upgrades, for example. It could be, you know, nothing is impossible, but it wouldn't, I don't know, make a lot of sense or something like that. I don't know. But it could do something with the gear, who knows? But the thing is, we sort of know what's gonna happen, right? With everything, with it gardening, and then ring crafting is, of course, it makes a, you know, it would be super weird if we got something different again, other than rings. So we are gonna get something, but rune crafting is like it's recipes, it's tomes and stuff like that. Are we just gonna get more tomes and more recipes? Is, of course, that's what it is, but still, like, I feel like it has to be something a little bit different instead of just an extension of what it is already, right? If you know what I mean, like the the profession should sort of evolve, right? Like evolve to something more. That's at least what I think was gonna happen. It's also because I have very much faith in the Trove developers being creative. Like the updates we've gotten since is a lot more creative than we used to have. Updates are just very, very solid. Like very, very solid. Events are very, very solid. Except for the Bonfest, it wasn't that crazy, but I think it's excusable that it wasn't as crazy as the other events. That's also the hard part, right? As a developer, you know, if you make really, really good events and really, really good updates, people sort of expect really, really good events and really, really good updates every single time, right? And it just can't happen every single time. I saw Scythe, for example. Scythe is he's a funny guy. Scythe is weird. No, I don't know. No, not weird in a bad way, but he's sort of just, I feel like he's weird with his I know why he does it. Like why he makes that weird titles for his videos, stuff like that. Like he because he's not a dumb guy. He knows exactly what's like going on and stuff like that. But I just feel and that's what makes it funny to me, because he knows exactly what's going on and he knows what he's doing, but he's basically makes the title, like I saw one of his videos being the title, that he said, you know, Bomb Royale Season 3, the update that nobody asked for, is like, It's like he's sort of making it like seem like that this update is something like we've been waiting so long for an update and now we suddenly get an update, right? And then like it seems he's sort of making it seems like we hadn't had an update for a very long time, and now we suddenly get an update, and that's not what anybody asked for. Nobody asked for season 3, and it's like he sort of makes it seem like we're not getting a super big update, which he knows we're getting a really big update this summer. He knows. So he knows that, of course, there's going to be a smaller update. We've been used to this for a very, 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 very long time. Like 4 or 5 years by now, that we get like a big update or a bigger update, and then we get a small update, big update, smaller update, big update, and it does vary in size, but the biggest updates always comes around Christmas and summer. Like last year we got the Bard, for example, very big update because a new class, and then we got the Paragon system, which is also a sort of a not as big as the Bard update, but it's definitely a bigger update. But we always get a quality of life update or an update to a smaller system like PvP in between. So they have time to develop the bigger updates, and then we get like a smaller, funnier update. Yeah. I don't know how many I have of those. Oh, that's not it. I don't know how many onions I have. Onions. Oh, we got these. Sorry. Jeez. Do I have? I have 500 and I can scroll up here. I have 516. I can sell it to you for. I can sell you the 500 for 100k if you want to. Did you see the Bomber Royale Season 3 mount? Oh yeah, I saw that, yeah. I'm just more interested in a dragon. Dragon is gonna be awesome. Oh yeah, yeah. If you are at a no, hold on. No, never mind, because I'm. Are you online? Because then I can just invite. You can just join on me in a minute. Here, because I have a trading post right here, and I can loot collect anyway while I'm here. But yeah, you can go ahead and join me if you want to. Alright, stuff is about to run out, so I'll do a potion. Sure, we could do a clover. It's not that much. Oh, okay, cool. I don't see you online though. Oh, there you are. Oh, trading. I was looking at something else. Where was the onions? There we go. Yep, we go. Thank you. Ah, stupid invaders. So many. Go away. I don't know if it was it a bro price? Did you get it at a good price? I hope you did. Usually I sell things to people for a good price. I hope you got a good one. Oh, what? Only 900? What the freak? Somebody just sitting on the onion market? Somebody just... oh, onion. Oh, damn, yeah. You can only buy that. Oh, somebody's on the... Oh, wow. Okay, somebody is definitely on the onion market. Somebody's definitely on the onion market. That is crazy, dude. Somebody has an Imperium there. Somebody's just like, I control the onions now. I am the onion master. I am the master of the onions. I got onions enough to make you cry. Like I see the issue if you are you know, selling a lot of onions, because like if this is the same guy, right? You have a lot of onions. Let's see, this is 5. This is 10, 15. Let's say just around 20, right? 20. What is 20? I'm just totally no. That is 200,000. He has 200,000 onions, right? 200,000 onions. 200,000 onions he's selling. I know that's a lot, but it's still like pretty crazy to sell them 9,900 at a time. As in a monopoly. But that's a cool thing though. Like that's a cool thing about onions. You can pay, you know, whatever, or you can just make it yourself. I hope that things are overpriced on the market. I really hope that the things on the market is overpriced, because it forces people to actually do the content that is also around it. But you know, if you want to, you can just go ahead and technically you can just buy it all if you want to. You can just buy all the different things. Like you can go ahead and buy credit pouches. You can buy credit pouches and just sell these. And then for that, you can basically just like skip a lot of content, or else skip it, but just like sort of get it finished faster if you don't feel like wanting to do it. But that's also cool that there should be an option to skip it if you want to. Or just take the time to do it. You don't have to be done with it today. Like, take your time. If you don't want to play Trove right now, go play something else. There's a lot of games out there. At least what I've heard. I played Sea of Thieves I came home yesterday. Pretty late. But I got home. Yeah, you could be a market flipper, do that all day. If that's what you want to. Oh, any times on getting more flux or gardening is the way. Gardening is definitely a way. It's not the way, I would say. The way to make flux in Trove is very basic, very simple. It is to do the one thing that you love to do. All right? Anything in Trove basically gives you flux, right? There's some ways to turn some stuff around, like except for PvP, because they sort of changed all that with PvP because there was a lot of bots around it and stuff like that. Of course, it changes how much flux you can make depending on, like, the further you get in the game, the more and more flux you are going to make, but you also need more and more flux. So it's sort of like for different things. Like things gets more and more expensive on the marketplace, for example. You need more and more flux to upgrade things and all that stuff. It goes all hand in hand. But when I say the one thing that you love to do, it sort of means that it's something you have to continually do. So you can just farm dungeons, you can farm delves, you can farm gardening, for example, if you love to do that. There's a lot of flux to be made in gardening, but it also takes time. Like we just talked about onions. Like, if somebody buys this, you made 2 million. But what is the cost that also made you, the time you invested into it and all that stuff, right? that's also a consideration. But again, if you had fun doing it, that it didn't really feel like a chore. That's the main thing. It has to not feel like a chore, like something you have to do. So if you like, you think, I can make I can make 2 million. I can make 2 million flux in gardening or farming, like doing onions, but you hate doing gardening. I don't particularly don't like gardening, and you can see that by going into my batches. I know you can't really see much from my face, but I can tell you, you can see it right there. 13 out of 19. There's a bunch of badges that are grayed out here because I'm just, yeah, I'm not patient enough, I guess, or don't find it super interesting to do it. Should I be doing it? Yes, probably. Do I want to do it? No, so I'm not gonna do it. Let me see where we're going here. So the main thing is to just do what you love to keep doing. It can also be flipping the market. It's very profitable to flip the market, but you need to know which items to flip. You know, what is at a good price? What are people like? What is currently? That's some of the things that are also very important. Like if there's an event going on, if there's an event that, you know, people need onions, for example, like next event we have, maybe we're gonna have to have onions. We need like 9,000 onions to complete some sort of step. Then this is gonna go away really, really quickly. Like people are just gonna buy this stuff up because, you know, people do have the flux for it. And they do not want to, you know, do gardening for 9,000 onions. That's also a very big price. I don't think that's ever gonna happen, but I'm just making examples. So suddenly, this guy is gonna make a lot of flux, for example. He's gonna make 20 million flux, for example, because or actually 40 million flux this guy is gonna make if that happens, because the high-end people are going to just go ahead and buy that. Like a lot of people say, for example, when they see my flux, for example, I have 60 million flux. Oh, you have so much flux. And then I'm like, you don't know how much other people have. Trust me. Like if you think I have a lot, there's a lot of people that has, well, I wouldn't say a lot of people that has a lot. Like 60 million is still a pretty nice amount, but there's definitely people out there that has a lot more, and you can see that by the different giveaways that are done on these different, you know, Discords, like Alpha Legacy. And such, you know, so yeah, also strong boxes you can sell for that as well. Evan, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. But so yeah, there's a lot of so that's why I say the way I say it about how to make flux in Trove is that you have to keep going. Like flipping the market can be extremely fast, profitable. Like it can, but it can also like it's high risk, high reward. But if you know how to do it, like I said, of course, at minimus, you know, the more you know about the market and like events, like I talked about events, suddenly like if you know something about an event, for example, if you're sitting on like a lot of like onions and suddenly it's usable, you know, you're gonna make a lot of flux, right? So it's also knowing something about what's going on currently in Trove. Like you might be wondering, why is nobody buying onions? Well, it may be because nobody needs onions, right? People are not gonna buy it. Why am I in U9? Because it's just, I don't want, you know, that pesky. I don't want that pesky crystal gear. When I do U9, if there was a U10, I would be in U10 Prime Worlds, but there's only U9. But if I go here, the loot pool is also going to be with crystalline gear. And crystalline gear, yes, it gives you, it can, if you get, you know, depending on what tier you get you the crystalline cores, but it also gives you the forge, which is also cool, but as there is no plans currently, we don't know what the big summer update is gonna contain. Maybe it will be Crystal 5, who knows? Then there's currently no incentive to go to U10. And again, crystal gear gives you, it gives you the forge, it gives you the crystalline cores, but then it gives you, instead of giving you flux for, loot collecting it gives you dust. Gives you cosmic dust. And I do not need cosmic dust. I have too much cosmic dust. Don't want any more. Yeah, this is my main account. No, my Shadow Hunter is not level 19. I am all my classes, if you see, it's level 30. 30, 30, 30, 30. It's because my Paragon level on my Shadow Hunter is 19. Oh, you have a, yeah, Paragon levels is now a thing. And you can see it by it being yellow. The XP bar for not being level 30 is green. Just just letting you know. How much magic find do you need? When I started playing Trove, the saying was, and I have not tested this at all at any point. But some people say that Stellars start dropping after Magic Find 400, some say 600. Some people also say that there's a bigger chance in U9 than there is in, the starting. And some people say that it first starts at Uber level 1, right? That it can't drop down here, but it has dropped for some people down here. It's very rare. So people also say there's a bigger chance in U9 there is in U1 and stuff like that. There's a lot of you'd say theories out there, but it all comes down to being sort of random. So there's no definitive answer sort of to when things like that started dropping. But it would make sense that the more of course the more magic find you have, if you have a certain break point, that sort of start doing so, and also it has something tied into what level of world you're doing and such like that. So yeah. Oh yeah, crystal gear is better, but it's not always you have access to that, depending on where you are in, where you basically are at. If you are level 20, and have 5,000 power rank, you should go ahead and go here. If you have 5,000 power rank and you are level 20, you can go here before level 20, but you cannot equip crystal items before level 20. It also has a requirement of level 20. But you need 5,000 power rank because that's required to enter the world here. But when you enter here, I can just go enter, it's cool. You can go ahead and here, right as you spawn in, you can go ahead and go to the Sunseeker Crystal Forge. And here you can craft yourself a weapon, like a Crystal 1 weapon. And a Crystal 1 weapon, level 1, without any stars or anything on it, is better than a fully upgraded stellar item. So you can basically go all the way to max out stellars. And then crystal items are still better than the crystal item still better than the stellar item. And then these you can just craft right off the bat. You do need a little bit of iridium and nitro, but usually it's around spawn. So you can just go ahead and you see this sort of iridium over here. That's the green. Nitro is a little bit harder to get, but you can just buy it off the marketplace. You don't need that much. It's not going to be very expensive to get yourself straight up like a weapon. And then when you are here, you can then start going, follow somebody. Just use the rallying blade, for example, the rallying blade here. You're just gonna use it, and that puts you right here with this guy, which is not doing anything. But you can just go ahead and find somebody else, and then run around and then try to not be in people's way, but then start doing these and get yourself like a crystal 1 hat and a face. And then when you have that, start upgrading those, and then keep farming like that. So yeah, you should not like invest into too much of stellars and shadow items and stuff like that. Especially when you're over level 20 and over 5,000 power rank. And then you should aim for 10k power rank. Because 10k power rank, you can go to U9, as I just right here. And in these worlds, not this is the general one. This is the one that you get all the different boxes. But if you're looking for specific fire boxes, you go here. If you're looking for air boxes, you of course go here, and then water boxes over here. And in those boxes, you can get yourself stellar gems, and those are going to carry you very much indeed. And again, you can just follow somebody. When you have that, you will. Even though you can't, when I say follow somebody, you can be like, if you can get up here, for example, right? I am still, it wasn't supposed to hit that one, but here, you can see I am in range of these two. Also, I sort of know where the boss is. The boss is right out down there, and the other boss was right here. So being just here, you will get you do have to be close to loot the items that are here on the ground, but the boxes itself, these boxes, U9 boxes, those has a range on it, so you don't even have to be close to the boss. So if, let's say, somebody was standing where I was, and I defeat the boss here, and then when I destroy the chest, you can see I got some more. Actually, I didn't get any boxes there, but usually you get a box. And you can just follow somebody and just sort of be close to the actual dungeon. Sometimes you can just be like, try to be right here or on the ground. Of course, there might be some enemies that are trying to murder you, but then you should just sort of get out of the way. But yeah, that's how it works, and just sort of get as close as you can to where the boss is. It has a sort of a long range, so sometimes you'll get a box, sometimes you won't. So, but yeah. And then when you have those stellar, stellar gems, they can just be upgraded, and yeah, it'd be awesome. No, 117. 117. Your shadowy soul vault has to be at level 117. You can check it by hitting escape if you play on PC. You can see it right up here. When this menu is up here, you can see what difficulty it is. It has to say Uber 10 difficulty, and that's 117. So you can start your run at 115. So you do 115, 116, and then the third layer where the Shadowy Soul Vault starts, that's 117. You can start it at 117, it doesn't matter. But it really depends on, yeah. So yeah, just has to be, the Shadowy Soul Vault just has to be on a 17 or deeper, higher, whatever you call it. The video where I did 51 floors or 51 vaults, I hit 117 because I started at 117, but that don't really matter. That don't matter. It's just that. Oh yeah, I did all two of them. Yeah. That's just what happens to be the level that my, my Dracolite starts to delve at. Yeah, and again, cosmic boxes you get from what's it called? When you get cosmic boxes from again from Geo Topside, they also contain you know, cosmic gems. You can also see well, you can't see it, but I have not favored the cosmic. I'd have the tome for cosmic dust as well. Here you go. This one, cosmic dust. 5,000 cosmic dust you get from completing this every week. I have not favored it because, again, I don't want it. I have currently 2.2 million cosmic dust. And it's not used for anything other than upgrading your gems. That's why I said in my idea video, I feel like we should, like, we get Luxian and Dark Luxian every single, well, alternating between the weeks, right? You know, 1 week we have regular Luxian, Golden Luxian, and then we have Dark Luxian on on the other Fridays. Right now, we got regular Luxian in the hub, so make sure you check him out before tomorrow, because he's gone tomorrow. If there's something you should be buying. Or you can see it on Discord. I post it every single week. I also post Dark Luxian every single week, even though his inventory is the same. I just go ahead and post it anyway, so when people remember to buy things that they want from there, maybe double XP potions or something like that. Also, I get to post on the Discord, like, for people's have a good weekend and stuff. So, oh yeah, so so my idea was that we should get, I don't know if it should be every single week, but at least every other week there should be like on Wednesdays, because that's Wednesdays are you know, gym day. We should get like a guy in the hub that you know, can convert dust to other dust, like a dust dealer basically. So you had some reason, or you could go ahead and farm the content you want and then just, you know, transfer it, but you shouldn't be able to convert it all the time. Like, you should be, because that's the thing with Luxian, right? That's the cool thing with Luxian, is that he, you know, it comes every week, so you sort of have to have some sort of eye on what's going on, right? You sort of see if there's something you want to go ahead and buy and such. So yeah, see, that was a shadow item I missed. Yeah, that's, and also you should be able to you should be able to convert the other dust as well. It wouldn't only be for cosmic dust, it would be for all the dust. You can convert it into a different color, right? Like, if you just love doing, like, let's say you love doing water worlds, like the ground worlds, you just love to do those, like, it's just the most amazing thing for you. Then you can take all that water dust and put it into some of the other ones, instead of limiting people what they have to do. Then sort of, but people, you know, should again do whatever they want. But I can see also if you just sort of just skip that, but I don't know. People know. Maybe some worlds will be more visited than others, but yeah. At least something for the cosmic dust, or just make it, because why cosmic dust bothers me so much is because it's not used for anything other than upgrading your gems, like to level 20 or 25, sorry. It's not used in the recipe for making your gems perfect. I wanted to have my thing, I wanted a wanted to put down my cornerstone. We'll see if I can find one. Then it probably makes more sense, more visually, when I explain it. Yep. No, you should always buy your things through the in-game store. I'm not a fan of buying things off other websites, even though it's being like legit websites, like well-known websites and all that stuff. Like I don't like buying things through other than the. And I might pay more, but I'm also more confident that everything is like real or stuff like that. Even though, like you said, Steam, you know, I'm really comfortable with Steam, but it's still like. Yeah, you might feel like you're saving some money, but yeah. All right, we do have the need to put our cornerstone down because I am full on inventory space. Should be some in here. Oh, okay. Yeah, but still, like, it was all about the slow process. All right, so about the let me loot click first so I don't forget, and then run out and then like, oh my god, I needed to. All right, so I was talking about yeah, gems. That's what I'm talking about. So of course we need these are the 3 that you can upgrade your gems to make them 100% in all the stats and stuff. You can also get them from luxurious boxes and stuff like that. But of course the lowest one is sort of the least efficient one because it gives the least, but it in actually comparison to the biggest one, which should be the best one, it's not the best one. But the best one is a very variable from person to person, right? Because one person might have a lot of the resources here, then of course this becomes more efficient for some people compared to this one. But the one that usually is the best one is this one, because it requires, of course, the bound brilliance. They all do. They all require the same amount of bound brilliance, so that's not the thing. It's all the same. You just need one. But this is usually what can hold people back because this is not tradable. Flux is sort of tradable, you can get it from there, but the thing is that you need fire dust, air dust, and water dust, right? And these can all be farmed endlessly, basically. Of course, it's more efficient to farm them on a Wednesday and all that stuff, but these can basically be farmed endlessly. Then there's also tomes for this. There's also tome for bound brilliance, but yeah, this is usually the one that people go for mostly because you can keep farming it. You can basically count out how much you need, sort of. It is random how much percentage you are going to get on each upgrade, but you can sort of, in a way, almost figure out how many you need and stuff like that. But as you can see, this one do not require cosmic dust. So if I was to say, hey, I want to make 322 of all these, and that's cool, I can't. Well, I can, but the cosmic dust is not going to go away. Which I sort of wanted to do. I wanted it to go away. So yeah, that was just sort of a rant on that. Stupid invaders, leave me alone. So that's why I wanted to convert all my cosmic dust to something else, because it's just sitting there now. Because all my gems on all my characters, of course, there's gonna be maybe a new character at some point, right? And then I of course need some cosmic dust to upgrade gems on that one. But I'm not ever gonna spend 2.2 million upgrading those. Like, that is just sitting there forever. And that's also why I farm U9, like regular U9, like this one, and not going into this, because again, I will get crystal gear, and that's gonna be cosmic dust. And I just don't want it, man. Leave me alone. But I wish that it wouldn't. I wish there was a difference, because U9 do not give you as much experience, of course, as U10 does. U10 gives more experience. So if I really wanted to make a lot of experience, I should go to U10. Do 5-star dungeons, for example. Hunt 5-star dungeons, go crazy. Do the different quests and such. Then you will make a lot of experience. Do that every day and you're crazy. Oh, sorry. Still recovering from this weekend. I played a lot with my nephews. So that was a good time. We did them all. We did them all, the tomes. So let's go ahead. Oh, I already did that one. Let's go ahead and do the eyes. Oh yeah, that would be pretty broken. I also think that there should be no way to obtain credit pouches, tradable or anything like that. I really don't think that's a good idea at all. Because it is really silly and dumb. Like, I think that Gamigo should definitely make some, you know, I think that it should make some money, right? Because I feel like I want Adam and Andrew, for example, Kenzel, for example, as well. She works as well for those, to get paid, right? So I really don't want it to be all free stuff. Oh, well, you can do exclamation mark follow age, I think. Then you can see when you followed me back in the day. But 2017 seems pretty legit. How you doing though? Then it has been a while. Yeah, follow age, you can see 4 years, 9 months, 16 days, and 19 hours. So that's a while. That's a while. Yep, 3 years, 8 months, 4 days, and 12 hours. It seems like, well, 9 months is almost 5 years. So yeah, 2017 somewhere. Maybe early 2018 or something like that. 4 years, 7 months. That's almost the same. You guys been kept that follow button for a long time. You know, many people, you know, unfollow. I get it. You know, it's like they may be wondering why they keep following somebody. Oh, the 16th of July. Oh yeah, you can also just click your name, I guess. But yeah, of course, it just years just flies by at some point, right? Like, Feels so long ago since I also been on a trip. So it's gonna be nice this summer going to Amsterdam. Amsterdam. To good old TwitchCon. Yay, whore. I hope this just put the tickets on sale soon. I would love to buy a ticket. We haven't been able to buy a ticket yet for TwitchCon EU. Well, NA either, but yeah. I hope it doesn't get cancelled. But it doesn't really matter if it gets cancelled, then I'll go to Amsterdam anyways, but because we already booked the hotel. We haven't booked a flight, but I will book a flight. Or we will book a flight as soon as we buy a ticket as well. We're gonna go ahead and buy a flight ticket as well. We might as well actually, you know. But we can also just wait. I was wondering how we were doing on XP here. Ah man, I knew it. I knew something's gonna like push me. Yeah, 9 million, pretty nice. A lot of people in the a lot of experience. I wonder if we're gonna get all the tomes done today. That's a... No, I do not own a Yabaki of... I wouldn't say of course, but yeah, I haven't... Oh, an hour and 4 minutes. There you go. No, I don't... It could be cool though. It could be cool to own one, but I'm happy with what I have. I don't even have a Ganda, man. No, you can. You can post a link like that. As I don't really have any. I don't have any spam thingies that prevent people from, because people don't usually spam links in the chat, or usually people are aware of not just spamming links. The only sort of rule I have is that if you have a really long link, for example, to something on Google or something like that, just sort of find somewhere where you can shorten it and before posting it, because it just becomes like a big wall of random things. So it's just shorten it if you have something to link, if it's like a super long one. That's the only sort of rule I have. But like I said, there's not a lot of enforcing. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I would assume so. But yeah, that's cool. Nice. 2018. If it's not used by now, I think that's weird. But yeah, I hope that I really hope that we're gonna get more Twitch drops again. Like I wish there was gonna be more Twitch drops like we had when Moby was around. But yeah. But I don't know if the new community managers, I don't know if there's a dedicated community manager for Trove. Like, I don't think Kenzel is, even though she sort of has the live streams, then that she's the dedicated one. I should have probably asked her that. But yeah. That's pretty nice. I haven't won any of the giveaways they have done, but I have also not participated in any of them. I don't want to participate. I don't want to be part of any of the giveaways. The same thing when like Steadfeed, she done her giveaways and stuff like that. I do not want to enter any of those giveaways because I don't want to win, because I feel like I have so much and somebody, should, like, if you can go to somebody that really needs it, then I'd rather have it go to somebody that really needs it than go to me. And because I just don't think that it's like, I don't want to be greedy to say like, oh yeah, win a 50 million giveaway, and like what should I use 50 million for? Like, I'd rather have somebody else win it. And then on the other hand, I think it's also like, I think that doing giveaways for 50 million, sure, 50 million is crazy and stuff, and people like, oh my god, I want to win 50 million. But to me, I would rather have 50 winners. Like if I was to give away, let's say I was to give away my 60 million I have right here, I would never give 60 million to just one person. I would not give 60 million to one person. I would rather either give like 1 million flux to 60 people, or even better, 100,000 to 600 people. I would rather spread it out to 600 people or 60 people than just one person. Because like, yeah, sure, 60 million, you can definitely spend that in Trove. Like, it's not impossible to spend 60 million in Trove. You can just buy 2 Gandas, for example, and just like have those too, right? But I think it's more important to spread the flux out so it benefits more people. And sure, 100,000 maybe for some people is not a lot, but for some people it's a lot. People that are just starting out, that is like sitting on 10,000, for example. 100,000 is a good amount. Is a good amount to not buy things off the marketplace, but just upgrading your gear so you can start, yourself, going somewhere and make, like, let's say, like 50,000 an hour, then maybe 100,000 an hour, then maybe 200,000 an hour, then 200,000 an hour, then that 100,000 is not much, right? Because you can make double amount of that in just an hour, right? Just saying. Yeah, of course, everybody deserves. I'm just saying, it's more about benefiting more people. I think it's great making. I'm not saying that the 50 million giveaways are or 100 million giveaways, whatever, is something that they should do it differently. I'm just saying how I would do it. I feel like giveaways should not be something where people are like okay, now I have all this flux, what should I do with it? It's more like I have this little bit of a boost so I can get a little further, because I know how it was in the beginning. Like, I know how it is starting a new class, for example, as well. Like, just playing on my alt account, for example, right? It's just so slow compared to my main account, right? It's like, you know, I get used to, well, I'm not going super fast compared to some other people, but the speed that I do go at, I'm sort of used to, right? And then I get on my alt account, and it's just so slow, right? It's just like, I remember how it was in the beginning, and if you know, um, the thing is, with a lot of video games, is that just take Path of Exile, for example, because I know Path of Exile's numbers because they said it themselves, and I was just really surprised when they said so. Is that um, 50% of the people that tries Path of Exile, and Path of Exile is a way bigger game than Trove is, right? But 50% of people that start playing the game do not kill the first boss. Well, they kill the first boss, but it's sort of not a boss, the first one. But then the first real boss, which is sort of like a butcher sort of guy, which takes about, I would say, for a new player, maybe an hour and a half to get to, depending, right? And then, yeah, sort of like that. Oh, my dad is calling me. Be right. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Are we back? We're back. We're back. All right. Sorry about that. My dad called. He has had issues, which is sort of it's sort of a little bit weird. I don't think he minds me talking about this. He is a little embarrassed. I think he actually is a little embarrassed. So don't tell him, okay? Don't tell him, guys. No, but it's just it's okay. You know, it's just that he. Oh, hi, Nick. I'll take a sip. Let me just. So he's been a victim of being hacked and stuff like that, and just the usually crap that they pull and stuff like that. But he hasn't, they haven't hacked him really. I think he got Facebook hacked and stuff like that, but he got his stuff back and all that stuff. It's not like usually what happens and stuff. But I think he's just sort of a little bit embarrassed because like he used to, I wouldn't say used to, but he uses computers a lot and stuff like that, both at work and has done so for a long time and stuff like that. And he was basically when everybody got internet in Denmark, he was there when it, because he was working for a big cellular company and all that stuff, but he doesn't really use it that much anymore, and he's not used to getting all these sort of things or attacks basically. So he just sort of wants to be more safe and stuff like that. So I tried to set up like the authentication and all that stuff on the PCs and on his phones and stuff like that. But he sort of just wants to do it himself because he doesn't want to. I think he's a little bit too proud to admit that he actually sort of don't know like the thing, and I think he's just sort of but he just get the help and just get your. And he talked about antivirus stuff, and I gave him malware bytes and stuff like that, which I've been using for a long time, and it really takes some of that stuff away. Not completely, but with common sense and stuff like that, then you're pretty much safe and stuff like that. You can still get hacked, but it's just being aware of it and just realizing it. It does take a while to become safe, or put safety guards up as like authentications and 2-point factor, whatever it's called, and stuff like that. It does take time, but when you have set it up, it just becomes more and more safe. And I've been been hacked before. My Twitter's been hacked, and all sorts of things. And it's super annoying, but it just happens to a lot of people, even me, not even like knowing how like not to click all those links. It happens. People are trying constantly to not to. It sounds like you can't do anything, you're just gonna get hacked. But just put authentications on all your stuff, and have some common sense, and it'll be all right. It'll be all right. Oh noes, we are full on inventory space again. But luckily we can put up our house right here. Oh yeah, luxurious box. Hey, a rough one. Well, isn't that just lovely? Okay, nobody's buying our stuff. I'll put this in here for now. Keep making posts about. So yeah, I offered him to just help him because he's like explaining to the way he's like things, and he sort of just gets annoyed at it, and I get that. But it is annoying that people, try to hack you or try to invade your things, but yeah. They drop top, cooking in a crock pot. Yeah. We'll just do these. I don't really need these, but It's cool. I should probably go this way even because, yeah. I want to go on the alt account as well. Because we're pretty much done here, but I do want to wait until my potion runs out. I do gonna miss a little bit of the magic find, but I want to get the the boxes, 2 boxes I can get, the Trove Wonder boxes from there. Oh yeah, the water. Sorry, Nick. I was ramping on. You found a duplicate style? What is that? Oh, the same name. Oh. I don't understand why there can be like duplicates of things. I guess there must be some sort of... I don't know how programming works, but I've just assumed that if something is named the same as an item, like there must be some sort of... Right? Some sort of... The program is gonna be like, no, 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 no. Right? Oh, the same 3D model. Okay, they don't have the same name. Oh, name different. Okay, I see. Okay, never mind. Alright, I got it. I was too quick on my wording. Where the hell was this one? Is it over here? That was here. I guess the 3D model can be the same, right? The 3D model can be the same. It happens, I guess. No same picture. Yeah, very odd. You should report that though. I think I might have skipped this big dungeon because bad dungeon, but I definitely have to get more insight. I don't know. It seems like I tend to go just to the edge. Same picture and same 3D model. Wow. That's definitely but yeah, that's probably it, right? Somebody just sort of maybe changed the name and forgot to change the models and stuff. That is weird. Bounce, 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 bounce. Yeah, it's not long before we gotta do some PvP. We're gonna do some PvP, though. Definitely gonna get the tome first. That's the plan. Get the tome first. Complete that tome. Then do some more PvP. But yeah, I did. If you guys follow the podcast, conversation podcast, whatever you call it, I did a new episode with Kenzel. It's coming out. I think it's gonna come out next week. As soon as I have enough footage to cover like the, the conversation part, then I shall do so. Or put it out there. So a new episode of that, and she did say to me after the stream, she said, I asked her if there was gonna be a stream for the devs in May, and she said, so we are gonna get a stream in May. So probably gonna be around the same deal with, you know, as we had the Spring Fling. Next event is gonna be a Spring Fling. That's the next event we got coming up in May. And then in June, we're gonna get the Spleen United, whatever it's called, I think it's called. That's the one that's celebrating the LGBTQ plus society, community. I was about to call it society, like weird, but yeah. Or at least it's sort of inspired from that. I think it was the start of May actually we got the Spring Fling. Spring. 11 months ago, how to bring the Spring Fling. That's the one here. Let's go. Yeah, 4th of May. So I'm pretty sure we are gonna get it on Tuesday. I think we're gonna get the Spring Fling on Tuesday, because the last year it was the 4th of May. So this time around, I think we're gonna get it from the 3rd of May. But I don't think we're gonna get the live stream from the devs on the day before. I think we're gonna get it sometime during the event, to just probably they want to do some more tension around the thing. But yeah, cool little event. We'll see how good it is. You know, Adam is working on the PvP stuff, so yeah. And I don't think we're gonna. Maybe we'll see. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna see like the Bomberell season coming out at the same time. What they should do is that they should release the event on Tuesday, on the 3rd of May, and then what date would that be? The 10th of May. The 10th of May they should get us the season, because that's second week of the event, right? So they should get us there. There. Alright, I'm gonna do one more dungeon here, because dungeon is good. No, I'll probably be level 21 here. Yeah, there we go. And also that, actually, there we go. All right, let's jump on here, the alt account, and see how we can get a few tomes completed in here. But we'll loot collect first. Yes. And that goes here. I wish there was like auto sorting, like you just throw everything in and it just went to the right place. Oh, I didn't have any more trophies. Okay, I don't know how this works. I actually haven't checked. Okay, this is how it works. Okay, cool. I haven't changed account on the new launcher. Here we go. It worked. Alrighty then. Here we go. Oh, I can actually make myself a weapon, right? Oh, I can. Do I have the necessary materials? I do not know, but I will make myself one. Oh, I do not have. Oh, I don't have any iridium or nitro. Wonder how many I have. Okay, this is level 4, level 30. Do we have? Oh, I do have a spear on that one. Great. Do I have a spear on this one? Yep, I do. Do I have the boomer? I do. Yep. Level 10. Do I have it on this? I do. Level 30, I do. Okay. So we definitely need one here. I should get a... Oh, I can actually just follow somebody. I don't think I can... Fight. Let's see. Okay, we have that thing covered. I do not want that. I do want this. Alright, here we go. Come here, you son of a bee. Okay, I can't kill it. Let's see. Can we do this then? Yeah, we can. Then switch over to... Oh, where is it? Oh, right next to it. Right. Okay, no cigar. Okay, change to here. Okay, we don't want to do... because I need a staff. Staff. Do I have enough on the Draco though? Can I do it on the Draco? That's the question. Don't have that many jumps. I can feel that. Alright, here we go. Can I kill it in here? I can. Okay, cool. There we go. Please. Please, sir. Give face of crystal quality. You can see how strong I am on my ult. Ah, man, come on. You can give me... I believe in you. I can't jump up there, so we're gonna do it the actually super legit way. Please don't kill me. Don't shoot at me. Oh, there we go. We are up. Okay, I want to go into my ultimate. Here we go. Wonder if I'm gonna get... Okay, can we make it? Oh, can we make it? It can fly. Do it. Do it for glory. We did it. Oh god, we're gonna get so killed here. Ah, don't stop shooting. Just run. Oh baby. Hide. Hide. Oh, that's right. I do not have I don't have the Draco babies. That's why it's like no killing. Oh man, where's my shadow? Where's my crystal items, man? Fall. La, 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 la. Look at all these silly items. I just need I don't need a hat. I need a face, and I need a. I need face, and I need hat. Face and weapon. Come on, give me. Give me. Give me. Could also just buy it off the marketplace, but I'd do it anyway. Should be leveling the other one, but it's okay. Oh god, come on, you. I'm getting shot from above. There we go. Still nothing, man. Is it dungeon this way? I do need to do it on the Draco though, because I need to do I have 3.8 million on this guy? Very great optimizing. Very great. Oh, we got a staff. But energy regen, it's okay. That's not too terrible. It could have been worse. It is worse. Well, we did get a staff, so that's good. We might get another staff. We'll see. But I definitely just want face. Could use the face that I already have on the Draco, but no. Poor little unicorn here. Just like have a big Draco guy on him. Big Draco, man. Big Draco man. Oh, get out of here. Oh man, no face. Oh, where are we going? We're going this way. Gotta get those things done. I could also get the Clash Gem. Yeah. Or a Clash Gem, I guess. But this is not my main on my alt account. That is the... That's the boomer. That's a choice though. Excuse me sir, where the freak did you go? Where's the last guy? Hello? Hello? What is going on? Where's the last guy? Where's he? What? Really? Seriously? Oh, is he up? Was it? I thought I saw movement up there. Oh well. Okay. Great. Oh, is it this guy? Maybe. Oh, is it you? Nope, it wasn't him. Oh man. I've never had this experience before. Well. Thank you for playing. See you. Well, I'm not gonna try again because I don't want to get stuck again. That's for sure. Oh, ran out of chips. Another of these. As soon as I get there, I'll just want to go back to my and you know the weapon was fine to get the weapon, but it's just not good if well, I'd rather have the face actually than the weapon because and sure, I could actually just jump on the, I wouldn't say the Draco, but the boomer now, because faces are the same on there, but it's just more if I can get another you know, another staff, maybe a better staff, then I will do that. Let me go over here. So what is the best empowered, like a passive for them? I know BB. Well, that bit depends on which class you're playing. That depends on really on what class you're playing. Pyrodisc is really good, yes. Explosive is really good as well. Generally, they're very good. For cosmic ones, either like you said, BB or the vampiric is also good. From some classes, like for example, the Dracolite here. BB is not good because you do get something out of the of the light. Oh, that was a phase. Let's go. Okay, I'm just gonna go. to the club real quick. Pyrodisc is also very good in some scenarios. Again, Pyrodisc is not super great for classes that are not up close, for example. You do get the movement speed, which is nice for any class, but... oh, did it loot collect those 2 items? I think it did. Yeah, I did. Whoopsies. I want my items back. 2 Shadow 5s. Well, these are better. Okay, we want to go to... What level am I? I'm level 22. We can go to Forbidden Spires, I think. But Pyrodisc is also great. Like I said, Explosive is great. Vampiric is best. BB. The Cube can also be good at certain times. But yeah, that's more or less it. Ish. Sort of ish. Yeah, there's not... And then of course a class gym for most classes as well. Even the classes that, you know, those that have class gyms that sort of suck compared, there's not really good alternatives. That's the problem. Like, you might as well just have your class gym in there, because it's gonna benefit you in a little way anyways. Like, there's not enough range of different good empowered gem boxes, empowered gems to do so. So if there was better alternatives, then some other classes should not get their class gem at all. But since there's not really super good alternatives, then might as well. But it varies. And it's very much a personal preference as well. You know, some people prefer the class gym or some other ones, all that stuff. Oh, what? I got a golden cash chest? Well, moment if I do. Do that be tradable? No, it do be not. Oh well. Then we might as well open it. Or maybe not. Well, maybe actually it doesn't really matter. Anything is good on this. What do we get? Oh, shadow pinatas. Hey, that's cool. Actually, the best outcome I could get. Nah, it's just fine if it's something else. It would be fine. Fine, fine, fine. I don't even know how much I have. Oh, about close to 10,000 soon. I think I have everything that I should be having, I think. I think I got everything as well on this. Actually, I should look at that actually right now. I don't think there is anything in here that I need. Don't think there is anything in here I need. That goes. Oh yeah, okay. I actually don't have the different eggs. I think I'm pretty sure I don't have those dragons, but I don't want to waste. It requires some more than just that. I have the wings you can buy for free. This is just styles. Don't want those. I do also have all the things that cost. I can buy more of these, but and these are just the classes. Yes. I don't have the jump starter pack on this one. No, okay. This is very nice. So I don't want to spend any money on this account. Yeah, it does. Doing delves, doing dungeons, actually also destroying blocks can give you points as well towards the leaderboard class. It gives you very little, like 0.01 point per block or something like even crazier lower than that, like insanely low. But again, you can get some points out of that if you want to. Delves works, like I said, delves works, dungeons do. I can't remember the full list, but there is basically, it's more or less everything you do in Trove gives you these points. I feel like the easiest is to do just dungeons if you want to get them, because if you do delves, I feel like you're sort of signing up for doing at least 3 floors, because if you don't do 3 floors, it's sort of not efficient. So if you only do 1 floor, like you sort of wasted that gateway. Where, you know, dungeons, you can go ahead and do 1 dungeon. Let's say that you know, just before school, before work or whatever, you put in like let's say you do 3 dungeons, which of course is very little, but like let's say you do 3 dungeons, right? Then you only have time for 3 dungeons. That's what I mean. Like, and you do that, and then yeah, that is 3 dungeons more towards the leaderboard. And doing dungeons do not give you a crazy amount of points, but usually you can do it you can get all the points just by doing dungeons, of course, and also doing dungeons, for example. I know this at least is that if you do 1-star dungeons, don't matter what difficulty you do 1-star dungeons on, it's gonna give you the same amount of points. And the 5-star dungeons are also going to give you the same amount of points, no matter the difficulty. So it doesn't define that you get more points for a U9 dungeon than you do a U6 dungeon, for example. It's going to be the same. The only difference is if it's a 1-star or it's a 5-star or 3 stars, because 5 stars don't give you extra points. They only give you points for the 3 stars you do inside the 5-star. So it doesn't give you extra points for a 5-star, as far as I remember. But I might be wrong on that as well. But it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how many points it does or does not give you. You just need to get to 125 score. That's the most important thing. If you're just starting out, that's one of the first things you should do. Like when you trying to convert from early game into the mid game of playing Trove, is that you want to unlock as many classes as you can. There we go. Put that one on. The main thing to do in Trove is to unlock as many classes as you can, because you cannot get these points for, like, if you haven't unlocked the Bard, you cannot gain points towards the Bard. trial classes, as this is a trial class. Trial class. All these that says trial here, these I haven't. If it says switch, it means that I have unlocked it. But all the trial classes, I cannot I can play the Bard, but it does not give me points towards the leaderboard as long as I haven't unlocked it. So it's very important to unlock the class, because if you just, maybe you don't like to play the Bard, but getting 125 points, for example, is super easy and doesn't take very long. And that means you get, first of all, of course, you get the empowered gem boxes, which is fine. But even more importantly, you get the bound brilliance, and these are the ones that are gonna be very clutch in the end game. So that's very important to do so. All right, let's see what we get out of our one. Oh, I actually have more here. A chaos score. Don't mind if I do. How are we actually looking at unlocking classes, for example? Base classes, starter classes, base class, advanced classes. Here we go. Oh, I do have a bunch of stuff, so I could actually unlock these classes as well. Because it's gonna cost me a little bit, but I do have the cores for it. Oh, of course, again, the Bard and Vengorian, but I don't really need to do so. Not right now, since I still have this class to level up. I still have the Gunslinger to level up. I still have these to level up. As long as you also have classes to level up, it's also okay if you can't unlock them right now, but yeah. Let me open these. What are these? What are these? Okay. There we go. Officer. There we go. And that was it for that one. Oh, I got more water. Perfect. Perfection. Perfect. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, somebody actually did buy it. Oh, they bought that. I thought they bought something else. But yeah, let's get these two. Go ahead and throw these in there. See if somebody wants to buy that. All right, let's continue farming. I'm not gonna pop a bunch of stuff now because we got about 20 minutes left about the stream, so then it's gonna be lunchtime, and then I'm just gonna chill for a while, and then when Trove resets, I'm gonna do my star bar, record that with any audio, just because so I can, you know, use the footage to do that podcasting. So people have something to look at if they wanna look at something, but they're just gonna hear me and Kenzel talking. People are really not supposed to be watching the podcast; to just listen to it. She thought that she like had to be on camera and stuff. So she's like, was like, she needed like 5 minutes or so. Like, she came off work, and she was like, I need 5 minutes, and she was like, because she needed to look her, like, she wanted to look her best and stuff. I was like, you don't need to. Like, I'm in a shorts and t-shirt. You don't have to do that because nobody can see you. And I sort of tried to, I don't know. I asked Steadfeed. She said herself, which is, it's always weird to me. Like, I'm not trying to call her out or anything like that, but it's just that, you know, I'm just a little bit weird. Well, I am very weird, but other than that, no, it's just I feel when somebody, like, she was I was in her stream, right? And she was like, you know, somebody brought up the podcast that they really liked our episode, and I said, yeah, I really liked it as well, and she really liked it as well, and she brought it up herself, saying, hey, part 2, and I said, yeah, I'm down to do part 2, and then a couple of days later, I sent her a message on Discord saying, like, so part 2 question mark, and never heard anything back from her. And then when she was streaming again, I sort of said, hey, check your messages on Discord, and she would after stream, and I don't, well, she might have just still missed it or forgot about it. That's all right, but like, don't you guys, or is it just me? If you have like a red message thingies, if you got tagged in something on Discord, you go check it out. Like, if you get a message, like, right? Like, I have no like red messages thingies. Like, all the Discords, even Discords that I don't really am not a super part of, like, I still check the message if I got tagged in something. You know? Like, even though it might just be something that doesn't concern me, I don't know. I guess it's sort of also like a FOMO thing, but it's just like, because of course I'm not part of Discord for, like, I don't know, badminton or something like that, you know, because I don't really, I say that because I watched badminton the other day. You know, I think badminton is amazing, but, you know, it's not something I follow on Discord, for example. This is the example, right? But my point is just like, it's sort of the gaming. If it's some sort of gaming thing, I'll just like kind of look at if somebody sends me a message, I always read it, and I always and I don't expect everybody to. I sort of expect everybody to respond if I ask them a question, if you know what I mean. Like, you can just say no. I don't get mad at people if you say no. You're allowed to say no. You are just as allowed to say no as you are yes. Like, you know. You just died through death defying? Oh, you can sometimes at some. There's Delve bosses that do that, or Leviathans that do that. That can do it through that death defying. It's really annoying. No, but like, if it's a private message, you know, if it's a private message that somebody sends me and says, like, do you want to do this, or is this something, or is, like, it's the same thing with like YouTube. Like, sometimes, you know, I feel like you obligate yourself to respond. Like, sometimes I see, like, for example, I know if you have like 200,000 comments or whatever, right? But let's say, like, you know, Scythe, for example, right? Like, I know he gets like you know, but I don't feel like he gets that many like messages on his, like, and I know there's some he can't like message it to, but I just feel like like interact more with the community in a way. Like, I don't know, this is like me, like I don't, of course you should, whatever you have time for, right? You can't just find time out of thin air, but I'm just saying, like, when somebody says it's a good video, why not say thank you? Like, or just at least give him like a heart thing. I think that giving, like, I understand typing in thank you so many times, you know, typing in so many times thank you, right? That takes a while, right? If you have, like, let's say 100 comments that all say that, typing that 100 times is crazy. You can copy paste it, you know, it could be a thing, but mostly, like, just giving people a heart thing doesn't take you very long. Like, just like hit that, like, people took their time. This is what I'm saying. Like, people took their time to write that it's a great video or thank you for the video. People took their time. They spent time on you. I think, like, the least you can do is spend time on people as well. I know you sort of did that for making the video for sure, but that was more of a general thing. Like, they specifically spent time, well, also watching your video, but also typing a message for you, right? It's the same thing with, I feel like if somebody on Discord messaged me on Discord, like, they took their time to send me a message, right? I feel like the least I can do is respond and say no thank you, or you know, all that stuff. Like, you don't have to like type them back like a 200 page thing, right? You just, you know, whatever. It's just, I feel like I know it can be hard if you have, like, of course, like a very big, you know, you should also value your time. Do you want to type messages, or do you want to do, but still, like, I feel like at least go through your comments. I feel like if you have 100 comments, how long does it take you to hit that like thing? Like, you don't have to like all, like, if somebody has like a super long message and they do say thank you and all that stuff and whatnot, you can look through it, you can skim it pretty quick. Like, I can skim comments pretty quick and see if it's a positive or negative one, like, or whatever. And if it's a negative one, you sure, I don't expect, like, I'm not saying you should respond to the negative ones, but if a positive one, at least give them something, right? Like, give them something for their troubles, if you know what I mean. Like, that you saw the comment. It's more like, I saw the comment, right? You know, you got a heart from me. Usually I just like the ones because I like a lot of comments on my videos, because, like, I do, thank godly, get nice, not only, I do get negative comments as well, but I do get, I feel like a nice amount. I really appreciate the ones that do comment, that likes the video. The same thing with the like the video. It's not about the likes. It's not about if people like the video or not, to me. It's more that you took the time. I know it only takes you like a half a second or something like that to hit the like button, right? Or whatever. Even the dislike button, like, I appreciate people that also hit the dislike button, because you spent time hitting that button. You could have spent that time on something else, but you chose to give me, like, well, also the time, of course, you watched the video, but like, more like, we watch so many videos, but I feel like liking and commenting is like specifically extra time that you gave to a person, and the most valuable thing you can give another person is your time. It is your time. And some people also just sort of have to remember that when they dislike a video, right? People actually gave you the time and put it out there on the internet, right? Like, for you to consume, basically, right? And it didn't cost you anything. So, of course, you should like and dislike whatever you want, but it's just like, I feel like disliking a video is like, if it's like super, you know, super misinformative or something like that, you know? Right? Or just misinformative, you know? I feel like disliking a video for, you know, it's not as good a quality as other videos are, I feel like that's weird to do. Like, even a video where it's just like somebody sitting there saying blah 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 blah, like I don't want to dislike that video. Like it's not it being super bad quality and stuff like that. I don't think that's that. It's just if it should be disliked if the info if it's informational. If it's just a weird video, I guess that's could get a thumbs up for being weird, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, oh, thank you, Nick. I'll get some water, man. I drank it all, but we're about to be donezo for today. But yeah, you know, it's just my thoughts on YouTube. Also, I would love to if people who like, sometimes people say, you know, it's a bad video or whatever, but I would love them to say why it's a bad video. You know, I like to change what it like. If I don't know what people don't like, I can't change how I'm doing it, right? Like, it's not like I can. And then you can say, oh well, he doesn't really know, like, or not know, but they're just like not trolling, but they're just like sort of being weird about it, if you know, it makes sense. But then on the other hand, you know, they did comment, so they did spend time both watching it and so I appreciate that still. But yeah, the way YouTube also works is it's about interactions. That's how YouTube works. That's why, if you're wondering, like why, for example, why all these YouTubers and stuff like that wants you to comment and like the video and all that stuff, like you've already given the video, you know, if you watch it, you click a video, that's one interaction. That won't do much for the algorithm. Like the algorithm works like you click a video, you know, that's gonna be in one interaction with the video, but it's not gonna count as much as the like or dislike. Actually, also, if you dislike a video, it's the same as liking a video in the algorithms. Like it will work in a sort of a negative way, but a video that gets a lot of like not negative, but like a lot of dislikes is still gonna do better than a video that has no likes on it at all, right? Because it's about interaction. So if it's bad, then people, you know, the algorithm is gonna say, okay, this is a bad video, but I'm still gonna promote it to see if it's really like something that people really don't like, right? And then it's all about it's also about comments. Like if it's a bad comment, of course the algorithm can't see if it's a good comment or a bad, like a negative comment or a positive comment. They can just see it's a comment. It's a comment. So basically, if you watch a video, if you want to, if there's a video, for example, that you really enjoy, first one thing you want to do is watch the video completely to the end. Like the more watch time a video gets, the more it gets promoted, right? Because people watched it the more, so they want to promote that video more, because the more people watch, the more ads they can bring, right? So that's also why they want longer videos on YouTube, not just, well, the short ones are so cool, but that's just sort of a short attention span thing. But all right, so let's say you have they want 10-minute video, but they also want you to there we go. So if you watch the video for 10 minutes, all the way from beginning to end, it will also see that you want to watch the whole thing. So that's the first thing you can do to a video. Then afterwards, if you give the video a like, that's another interaction with the video. Also dislike again. Of course, a positive like is better than a negative like. That's always like, of course, but it's still an interaction. And then if you comment it as well, if you comment on it just one, you don't have to comment more times than one. If you just comment one, that's registered it as you commented and interacting with the video. So putting like 3 comments on the video is not going to promote it more than that. Of course, it's going to be promoted more the more comments it gets, but from different accounts and different people and stuff like that. So that's the, like, if you like watch the video all the way to the end, like the video, and then put a comment on that video, is going to be is basically what you can do mostly for a video. That's why they wanted you to, you know, like and what's it called? Well, not subscribe, but comment down below, because the more interaction in the video, the more it gets promoted to people. So that's sort of a YouTube thing. So the worst thing you can do for a video is to basically click on the video, watch it for, you know, I guess a couple of seconds, whatever you want to, and then just click off the video, doing nothing else. It will still be an interaction. You still take like if you have a video and don't even like click on it, right? Then of course that's, you know, that's not gonna do more for the video itself, if you know what I mean. Like, but it's not that it's not going to do well. It might still do well even though you don't click on it. But if we look isolated on that, then of course, yeah. So actually, if you like, if this, like, of course, like, you should, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't, like, if there's a video out there, you should not dislike it, or you should not put a, you know, a comment on the video. But yeah. Because it does have some, you know, if you're basically putting a comment in there saying that it's completely misinformation that's in there, and that's why you give it a dislike and stuff like that, sure. But that's also gives the people the, you know that this is actually in misinformation or whatever, compared to a video game or whatever. So it's not like, oh, I don't want to promote this, so I'll just leave the video. But that's sort of just YouTube stuff. Nah, I shouldn't. Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna be missing one tome for now. I'll get the tome done here when I got to do that recording. And we got 9 minutes to the challenge, but I've already done it, so I don't think I really want to do coin collections challenge thing. I did it a lot during the Bonfest. Do 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 do. But I do feel the hunger now, man. That lunch is gonna be nice. I also have to get my lunch for tomorrow. Going to school, you know. Oh, it's gonna be a hard week next week. It's gonna be a hard week. We got two. So one of the, which is actually nice. The guy that, so we have 3 tutors or teachers. And the one teacher, the main teacher, I love the guy. He's amazing. That's also why I picked the course. Or like I would have still picked the course if it wasn't him. But when I saw it was him as well, I have had him before, and it was amazing. He gave me an A, so I'm pretty happy about that one. Which I don't think I'm gonna get this time, but we'll see. Hopefully that'll be cool. I'll be great. But he's also one of the guys that I have to go to exam with, or not with, but he's gonna be my guy that grade me. There's gonna be another person there, so he's not alone, because that would just be. I haven't seen. I haven't heard about anybody else, but I'm pretty sure there's gonna be another person, because usually they can't just be there alone, because then like if they have the right intent and stuff like that, I guess. But I know he's gonna probably be on my side for sure, because we get really nicely along and stuff like that. So, but next week, like tomorrow, actually, I'm gonna have another guy. We had him before. I didn't have him. I have never, had him educate me before last week, Wednesday, and it was just dead boring. It was just like, yeah, no. And I wasn't the only one that felt like that. And we're gonna have him tomorrow again. That's gonna be the last time. We're only gonna have 2 times with him. But then when Tuesday and Wednesday we're gonna have the third guy, which he's okay. He's okay, but I'd rather have the main guy. I already really sort of planned on what I'm gonna write about. But I don't know if I'm gonna write with somebody else. We can write together. We can make a paper together, up to 3 people. So I'm not sure if I will do 2 or 3 people, or just do it by myself. If I have to do it there's some advantages to being 2 or 3. Like the advantages are sort of, I don't know if they're bigger than the other ones are, but I think there's an advantage to being like with other people as well. It shows you that you can cooperate, I guess, but it's also about like if I only have to, like if I'm by myself, I'm like relying only on myself, and I know it's gonna be as good as I can do it. The risk is if you're somebody else, that's also risk versus reward, I guess, because some people might be better than you. That's also sort of part of the assignment, I guess, to find somebody that's either better than you or like at least as good as yourself, right? Like, so you don't pull yourself down, and just because like, oh, this guy is cool, like let's write a paper together, but he's like, yeah, you sort of suck at writing a paper, right? Then you're sort of just not helping yourself. So, yeah. But the advantages are that you have somebody to lean on. You have, you have somebody to lean on that has been there and stuff like that. So you're not just alone about it stuff. But and also the advantage is that you have to write, like if I go alone, I have to write 6 pages, and 6 pages is not that complicated. It's not that much. 6 pages is cool, but it also has to be very intense stuff. You have to be more intense in those 6 pages, because I could probably fill like 10 pages, but yeah, you have to be precise. Yeah, and but if you're in a group with more people, if we are 2 people, I have to write 4 pages. If we are 3 people, we have to write about 3 pages, 3.5 pages each. So yeah. Oh, I'm good. I'm good, Nick. Thank you for asking. I'm very good. I'm a little hungry, but that's because it's just lunchtime soon. But yeah, I hope you're doing well as well, Nick. I hope you're doing great, my man. And that's actually all the tomes. And I was just like, sort of, now I might as well do all the tomes. So yeah, we are going to put on the flux tome. It's not going to give us the most flux, but flux is flux. So. But yeah, so yeah, we'll see what happens. And there goes Trove. It kicked me out itself. You're doing great. I'm happy to hear that. Very happy to hear that. 2018 TwitchCon, going 2022, right? Anyways, thank you guys so much. I don't want to start Trove again. Might as well just leave it at me, right? But thank you guys so very much for hanging out today. I really appreciate it. A lot of nice, great, amazing talks. A lot of help I feel like I got across. That was great as well. So yeah, I'm not sure when I'll be back again. Maybe next weekend again, I think. Yeah, check out the YouTube, Discord, all that stuff, of course, because gotta promote, right? Promote stuff. Woo. But yeah, and I'm pretty sure there's gonna be there'll be a video coming out on Tuesday for the event. I think we're gonna get the spring fling thing on Tuesday, but we'll see. Last year it came out on the 4th of May, but this year, of course, it can't be the 4th of May because May the 4th be with you, right? But because Tuesday usually events comes out, so that'll be the 3rd. But at least you're gonna get a video for. I'm gonna find out when I'm gonna do the video for Kensel's interview thingy. So yeah, that'll be out on YouTube and Discord, not Discord, Spotify. That's it. So yeah, again, thank you guys so very much for hanging out. Thank you for the followers and all that stuff. I really appreciate it. And yeah, have a great day, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you guys are at the moment. And yeah, we'll probably talk very sooner than later. And yeah, Discord if you guys want to. So, all right, enjoy your day, guys. Enjoy your day. Enjoy. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye bye. 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 Bye bye.